There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back like we never left. We are the Cat's Corner podcast coming to you on live on YouTube with your host with the most, Ernest the Cat Miller, the three-time world karate champion, WCW, WWE legend, and an Academy Award nominated actor. And he's been in all the movies. And he just was showing me a couple of DVDs, Blood and Bones, and all this other stuff, Unbreakable Bunch. Anyway, he is Ernest the Cat Miller. I am Ray W. Don't mean to trouble you, Keziah, a.k.a. Big Shug, manager of future Hall of Famers. And I am looking at one with a shiny head right now. And his name is Ernest Miller. How you doing, Mr. Miller?
Hey, Big Ray, you do a lot of good talking. A lot of
Well,
good talking.
the
I want
fastest
to, I
mouth in the
want,
South.
I want to hear now. I want to hear your commentary now on wrestling, on
Well,
what pro wrestling is all about. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna cut you off. I'm not gonna cut you. I'm gonna let you speak the piece. I
well,
want you to
okay.
take over this show. I want you to show these people just what you know, Big Ray. You the mark. I believe in you, Ray. You can do this.
I know. But
A
before we
lot
get
of
started, let's talk about our sponsor
why did you have to go so fast?
because I
Take
forgot to
it
do
easy.
recite. He's
But we
this.
can still do it. We still got time. No big deal.
They're paying the bills. Let's pay them.
Before foundations, before frameworks, there's work you don't see. You won't find us in the spotlight, you'll find us in the soil. We don't just move dirt, we shape outcomes. Every grade exact, every line clean, every challenge answered. Because stability isn't built by machines, it's built by people who show up, rain or shine, and figure it out. When pressure's on, when the clock's running, you don't just need dirt moved, you need people you can count on. Recite, built on trust, ready for what's next.
Ready for what's next. And what's next is Ray is Raw. Tonight is Raw. It is the last Raw before the Survivor Series. I'm excited. Roman Reigns is kicking off the show tonight at 8 o'clock on Netflix. Y'all need to tune in and watch what the Tribal Chiefs got to say about being the fifth member of CM Punk's Survivor Series team, War Games. You
So
remember the
so
War Games when you were in WCW?
we
Dusty
was
came up
in
with War Games.
WCW and the War Game was just another pay-per-view with some big names on there.
They had those teams. You remember, like the Four Horsemen versus Sting and all his people, like Luger and Steiners, and all of them would get together and go against Flair and the Horsemen.
But you know, when I was there in wrestling, the pay-per-views were like they were all one big bundle. Everything was just the same. You know, it's like the match was right. What it was, the name of it didn't make a difference. So
Whether it
I
was Halloween Havoc or
Halloween have it didn't make a difference. Just okay, we got to work with our friend. But I want to know what's going on in wrestling now, man. Something not just, but let's go behind the curtains. Have you heard anything? Anybody been let go? Anybody moving to AEW or what?
well, you would know more than anybody else. You got the ear to the ground. I'm just your standard mark that reads these stupid dirt sheets and tries to get ahead of things. But right now, all's quiet on the Western Front. We're just waiting to see where Jericho pops his head up.
So you really waiting for Jericho?
I think so, and we might have to wait to the Royal Rumble, but but the thing is, they're talking about Edge and Jericho, so I don't know, one or two or both. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think both of them or one of them is
I
coming?
don't listen. I don't know. Whatever they do, it's up to them.
Lars just said, Super Lars, who lives in San Diego, said WWE is so uninteresting. I live in San Diego and not even going to the Survivor Series. My man,
So
Super Lars, he
so
said it
still
is
so
uninteresting.
does that mean wrestling is not watchable now?
Well, the Super Lars, it's uninteresting. And I'm getting a little more interested in it because you got Cody, you've got CM Punk, you've got the Usos, and you've got Roman Reigns on one team versus Brock, Drew, Braun, Steiner or Braun Breaker, uh, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul. All of them versus that team I just mentioned with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and the big dog Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, and the Usos. I
And
think
so
it's
what
going
do
to be
you,
good.
so what do you think? What do you think they trying to prove by putting this match together? You think they trying to build another leader, a top guy, just get someone to stand out or what? What do you think?
I think more or less. I mean, it's a holiday tradition in the WWE to have the Survivor Series around Thanksgiving, even though it's going to be kind of competing with what you got going on in North Carolina on the 29th, that Saturday night. But I don't know if they're trying to make Logan Paul, if they're trying to make Braun Breaker. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I know Braun is what they're trying to. They're trying to push Braun Breaker as the new it guy in the WWE. He's got the total package.
You think
He's
it'll come a time he'll match with Brock Lesnar? You think that can be something
well,
coming in the near future?
I think it's going to happen this way. And if I had to pencil, this is how I would book it. Braun and Brock will be on the same team. I think once it's over and done with, there'll be some tension between Breaker and Lesnar, and it might push Braun Breaker into a babyface spot where he takes off as a babyface because he could be one hell of a babyface for the WWE for the next 10 years because he's so young. I think the kid's only like 23, 24 years old. He's pretty young. So, and he's super talented. Super talented. What you doing? You checking your emails or what you doing?
And you know what I'm doing. Just keep going. This is your show.
I
Let's hear
understand
what
that, but you with me. You
let's
with
hear
me.
what the marks are talking about.
We got any more questions out there, Cody? Anybody else? Anybody else live got something to say?
Yeah, super large. Yeah, come out to see me at WrestleCon. Come by there to see me.
Well, Super Lars is in San Diego, which is German for a whale's vagina. Saint Diego. I'll go to Vegas for WrestleMania weekend, but we aren't even going to get tickets until we get there.
Good luck with that.
Lars is looking for that scalper.
So what have you been watching, Ray?
I've been watching it all, man. A pay-per-view for AEW just finished up. You got a new world champion, Samoa Joe. Hook turned heel, which is Taz's son. He turned heel and helped Samoa Joe win the world title. So now you got a new world champ that beat the Cowboy and put the Cowboy down. Hangman Adam Page. Moxley's group looks like they're trying to refortify the Death Riders. They're not going anywhere. The return of Swerve Strickland. He come out and he's turned babyface and he's helping the Hangman. It was good. It was a good show all the way around. It was long. God almighty, was it long. It didn't get over with till like 12:20 or 12:30 a.m. Man, that's just a long show. Something starts at 8 o'clock and don't get over till, midnight 30. That's a long day. That's a long day of watching. I like the Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné match. That was pretty good. There's, several matches. I mean, AEW seems to be gaining a little bit of momentum. I wish they would work on their video packages a little bit more that tell the story to get people caught up that maybe have not watched in a week or two and don't really know what's going on like WWE does.
I know somebody who is really crazy about AEW. He got all the smoke. And that's Shirtless Shame. I'm gonna see if I can get him to come on and kind of combat you with AEW against your WWE because you seem to be a WWE guy.
Well, I just like long-term booking and long-term storylines, and right now WWE has long-term booking.
Well, tell me a storyline you like right now.
Right now, I like to see
and WWE.
Yeah, I'd like to see where they're going with this with the tribal chief right now. I'm kind of perplexed as where they're trying to position him. Is he fixing to make another run for the title, or is he going to kind of lay back in the cut with his cousins, or what? Because right before he left, he was saying, "I want to do this on my own. I want to do this on my own. I don't need no help." And now he's joined the super face team of Cody and CM Punk along with his cousins. So I don't know. I'm kind of anxious to see what they do with him, because they are letting him kick off the show tonight. And normally when you kick off Monday Night Raw, they're positioning you for some kind of run. If you're getting the mic to welcome everybody to Raw like they used to do, you know, first come out like Stone Cold or The Rock or whatever.
But are they doing an individual run now with somebody, with one wrestler? To me, it's just sanctioned. It's like they're using 4 or 5 guys to push the storylines now.
Well, right now, Cody is involved in a long battle.
So who would be the top 3 guys right now in WWE?
Cody,
to you,
Cody, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. And Brock would be close in there 4 or 5.
Bro, when back in the day, those guys wasn't big enough, physically big enough and monstered enough to be the top runner for Vince McMahon. And I'm gonna keep talking about the Vince McMahon era, because I think Vince McMahon, he need to come back, man. He need to come back and shake things up a little bit. He just had a way of using everybody the right way, even though, you know, he got caught doing the wrong thing on a few of the people.
Well, I'm so torn, because Triple H does such a good job of booking, in my opinion. Him and whoever his lead storyteller is, whoever's got the pencil back there that is writing it, they do have some misses, and their misses are big. And when you see their misses, they're obvious misses, you know. But when they hit a home run, they hit a home run. And dude, they swerve us all the time. They catch me all the time. When I think I know what's going on, I don't know shit. I really don't. But it keeps me interested, and that's why I'm a fan. It's my male soap opera. That's what I watch. And I say male soap opera. There's a lot of females on there too. Not disrespecting our ladies by no means, but it's not the Guiding Light or General Hospital, but it is my soap opera.
I'm looking forward to WrestleCade this weekend.
Well, I heard you was going. I heard
I'm going. The 4th Rope is going to have a show there on Friday night, so I'll be there. And I also will be signing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You'll be signing in the gallery where everybody
in the gallery. Yeah. So I get to see Sonny Ono. I get to see some good old friends again. You know, so I'm looking forward to that.
I think everybody that's anybody's going to be at WrestleCade.
I think JBL, a lot of the guys, Ron Simmons,
damn,
Tony Schiavone, Ric Flair,
what about Big Sexy Nash?
I don't know if Kevin Nash should be there, but most likely he will.
Wasn't he there last time?
I mean, you was there, right?
I was there 2 years ago. I wasn't there last year. I was there 2 years ago.
So yeah, I guess he'll be there too. So I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna watch some of the indie wrestling. I'm gonna go to 4th Rope show. I'm gonna do a lot of. I'm gonna just enjoy myself. It's gonna be a weekend of all wrestling here for me.
Man. And
a weekend of wrestling.
I forget, I need to congratulate my buddies. Well, they're not my buddies because I don't even know the other guy, but FTR, your new AEW Tag Team Champions again. They are the 6-star FTR. 6-star matches. They don't even do 5-star. Man, I think they're 7 stars.
You see these right here? FTR. You see these right here, Ray? They're going fast.
That's the TRT.
They're going fast. Here we go right here. Blood and
Bone right there.
Ernest the Cat Miller's son. I played Mama Dearest. This is a great movie. And of course, this movie full of legends. Right here, let me pull them around here. Full of legends.
Pull it back just a little bit. You're too close.
No, I'm not too close. I'm not too close.
There you go. The Unbreakable Bunch right there. Ray Lloyd.
So these things, man, listen. I got about maybe 50 of these, and we down to about 3 more left. These are the only 3 I had left. I'm signing them and sending them out. No, people just
go them to You taking any of that stuff to the WrestleCade?
Man, I may not, you know. So
Is Corporal Punishment going with you?
who the hell is that? Where did that come from, Ray? What,
You
Ray?
know who
What's
the
wrong with
hell
you?
you know who the hell Corporal Punishment is?
Who is that?
Man, I ain't trying to say his government name on here. You know who the hell
And
Corporal
why?
Punishment is?
And why should he be going with me, Ray?
Because I thought maybe y'all was rolling like y'all used to.
Oh, you mean Tony? Tony? No, he's
Carr.
not called. Yeah, Tony Carr. I didn't know that's his work name. He didn't hardly
Yeah.
work. He didn't hardly work when he was in WCW.
Man, quit disrespecting the name of Corporal Punishment. Everybody knows who
Tony,
Corporal Punishment is.
Tony Carr was the man. Was the man.
He was. And he is. He is the man. He's my Republican Trump-loving friend. Yes. That's a shout out to you, Tony. Anyway, were we supposed to have a special guest tonight? Anybody heard from our special guest?
Hey, bro, you don't. That's not your job. He'll come on if he come on when he come on. Ain't nobody special.
My question was simple.
This is your.
Heard from our potential guest.
If we have heard from him, hold on. Go ahead, keep talking. Keep talking.
Would you tell me?
Keep talking.
Keep talking. What do you want me
What's
to sing?
up, Martin?
The Star Spangled Banner?
Oh, no,
this is live,
good,
folks.
Man.
This is what happens on the Cat's Corner podcast. You just never know what's going to happen. He's taking phone calls.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord. He cussing on the air. FCC going to shut us down. I don't know, man. Cody, play another one of those commercials. Recite. You getting double billed tonight.
To most, this looks done, broken, hopeless, a teardown. But wiping the slate clean, that costs more than money. It costs time, resources, and waste. Recite sees more. Beneath the wear, potential. Beneath the cracks, opportunity. We reinforce, we regrade, we reimagine. Because smart fixes save time, money, and the planet. What's old isn't broken, it just needs the right hands. Recite. Practical solutions, lasting value.
And we're back. And he's still on the phone, y'all. Shirtless Shane, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, guys, what's up?
Well, it looks like it's me and you because the Godfather of Soul, I'm the greatest. What happened? What happened to Shane? I was just about to interview Shane. What happened to Shane?
Yeah, it's okay. We on right now. I'm on the telephone talking to you while my co-host and my producer is running it. All right, so
Shane.
Hey, what's up?
Shane.
All right.
All right. What'd you think about the pay-per-view last night? AEW.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I was talking to what's up, Kat? I was talking to my buddy about it after the show.
Yeah, that's it. And you're just using your phone, so don't.
Wait, you guys are cutting out.
Are you talking to him on the phone while you talking to me too?
I know. I hear you now. Okay. Nah, I mean, I thought the show was good. I mean, the one thing I was thinking is I was kind of having a feeling through the week that I thought that Samoa would go over, and if he didn't, I was going to be okay. Like if Hangman held on to the belt for a while longer, but my gut told me Joe would get it, and he did, and the results kind of went the way I thought. I mean, I wasn't really surprised about anything. I wasn't surprised about Statlander going over Mercedes because it's like Mercedes, she gets all the belts, right? And she can't win the world title. She's lost to Tony Storm. Now she's lost to Chris. So it will make it for like a bigger deal when she actually does get
bigger payoff for Mercedes when they finally get to where she has all the belts. She's going to have all of them before it's over.
Yeah. And and then like FTR, they were due. I mean, they hadn't had the tag titles for a while. So I mean, I thought for sure they would go over, and they did.
Up. Don't you think something's up between them and the Bucks? They're gonna do another run with those guys.
Yeah. I mean, eventually the Bucks will get it back, but I even see like Speedball, and Knight. I think those guys at some point soon will get the tag belts. And, and then the Elite, that was inevitable that they were going to come back together, So, I mean, that was, so, I mean, I don't think they should have broke, the Elites had a fallen out a couple of times since AEW's been in existence.
Yeah.
I think maybe like once would have been good enough. I mean, those guys have been together too long to, break them up multiple times. So like the pop of the crowd wasn't that huge when they got back together as it would have been if like it hadn't happened before. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like people have already seen it before. So they were like, okay. And they knew it was coming.
Refresh everybody's thing at home. So it was Omega and the Bucks and who all came back?
Well, they haven't. I mean, so in the ring, it was like a celebration with them, and then Jack Perry and Luchasaurus. So, like, I don't know if they're going to include Jack Perry and Luchasaurus in the Elite now. I mean, they could. Well, I guess we'll hear more on Wednesday night, or just keep it the 3 right now, and then eventually
no Hangman Adam Page.
Not yet.
Hey! Let me interrupt this right here. We want you to stay on, Shane, but we'll bring you back in.
All right.
Let's bring out the boogeyman right fast. Soon click on here.
That's my man.
I know. Get right now. Let's just make sure he can get on if we have enough. Right. Let's see. So he's here, Bray.
Is he backstage? I don't see him. There he is.
No, he's not here yet.
He's spinning.
There he is. How in the hell did he get up on that? You get it back. Boogie.
What's up?
Boogie.
What's going on, brothers?
Boogie. I know you've been feeling under the weather, but I want to thank you for still coming, showing up. And hey, bro, listen,
you're the man, brother. I'll show up for you any day, brother. No matter what condition I may be in.
And listen, for those people who don't know you, they know you. But today, this is a legendary guest right here, the boogeyman himself, Marty. Marty. And listen, I've got to work with Boogeyman on a few shows, man, and the people love this guy. His character right now should be on TV.
It's still over.
It's still over. It's still over.
I truly appreciate that, man. But the reason why I'm over is I would think because of the people that I work with, of them putting me over. Think that everyone that I've worked with, from Booker T to Ernest, JBL, and so forth. I mean, without them, it wouldn't have been solidified unless they did it.
But
so
Boogie, yes. But why are you so popular now? Wait a minute. We were just in San Antonio last week together, right?
Yes, sir.
I've never seen so many little kids come take a picture with a wrestler that wrestled back in the day. Like they were lined up at your table like crazy. They were scared as hell now.
You know, brother Ernest, I can honestly say that I'm so happy that I've had the opportunity to host on a platform, which, as far as WWE stage, is one of the largest stages that any athlete, any professional could ever be on, because it's seen by the world. But these kids nowadays that I'm not on TV, they weren't even born when I was when I was fresh on TV. So that amazes me. So that allows me. I'm blessed to have the opportunity to try to influence these kids into doing something positive, and for scaring the kids into being a good kid.
But see, I know how you're doing it.
I'm doing it
because the parents walk the kids over just to scare the kid, because the kids want to take a picture with you, because you are intimidating looking man. Not now, but when you got your makeup on.
Yes.
And you are now too, Marty. Don't let him lie.
and Marty, Boogeyman, when you take that staff you have, I've seen this with my own eyes. I talked about it last week. What do you do with that staff when people walk up to you? If a family with a mom, dad, and a kid walk up to your table, What's the first thing you do? I'm just curious, so the fans will know.
I just asked them, could they hold the staff?
Yeah, yeah,
I-
yeah. And
and what do you see when they hold the staff, man?
they like transition into like a voodoo dummy or something. I mean, it's
They
some
glazed
scary.
over.
Listen, it's some scary stuff. They stand there with that staff and they don't move. They don't move until he come back and put these crazy fingers on. And
Yeah.
he come back in there. And bro, but listen, how did you come up with that? Because at first I thought it was just something you were doing, but then I saw you. This is part of your character.
You know, like I said again, coming up with that character was it's a very manifested process. You know, and I thank God that it's actually it's folklore. You know, so every kid can identify with, you know, folklore, Santa Claus,
Yeah.
Boogeyman, Peter Cottontail. You know, just Vince McMahon allowed me to present a face to that character. And instead of to uphold that character and what I stand for here while I'm traveling through this planet, I want to set the precedence to all the kids in terms of I'm not just trying to scare them, you know, just to be that character, but I want to scare them into being a good kid, a respectable human. You know, honor their mother and father, keep your room clean, do your homework, you know, that kind of stuff. If not, Boogeyman's gonna come get you. You
See,
know,
see,
exactly. So I mean, I actually take that character when I do go through the process of painting my face as that character. It takes 3 hours, you know. And what good am I gonna do with that 3 hours that I'm becoming that character, you know? So I mean, it was a short spell there for us being on TV for what 5 6 years, and then I'm still on contract on the Legends Nostalgia contract for the past 15 years, which
Good
a
for
lot of
you,
people don't
man.
know. So actually, you know, I did something right to make that character last. You know, so I'm proud of that character, and I'll always protect that character because it puts me in touch or put me in a position to where I can do something positive on a worldwide level. You know, I mean, in terms of, yeah, I'm just taking advantage of each and every moment I got to be able to express myself in a positive way as that character and influence that kid or solidify that family, bring that family closer together when they're you know they're coming through the conventions and want to see their stars or you know the fans, you know that kind of stuff. So I just want to stand up to that.
but
Hey,
what would you give? I'm sorry, Rick. Go ahead, Rick.
well, I was just going to say, if you would, um, did Vince come up with the character, or was it your idea?
That's negative. You know, it's like no, it's Boogeyman is originally all me.
Okay,
Everything you see with Boogeyman is manifested between these 2 years of mine.
right. He just
Yeah.
allowed you to expound on it. Can you
Now,
tell us the story of how? From what little bit I've read, and I met you in L.A. 3 years
Yes, sir.
ago,
Hmm.
and we had a lovely conversation. You told me your story of salvation, and it stuck with me. It's something that truly blessed my heart. But your story is so amazing to me of how you got started.
Thank you,
From
brother.
what I read of lying about your age to get on Tough Enough and doing so good on Tough Enough that did they just offer you a deal after they found out, or how did that
Well,
work? Tell the
well,
story if you
no,
don't
you know
mind.
what? There's a funny thing about that, and I don't want to try to, glorify lying or what
No,
they
no, no. We
call,
get that. You got to
and
do what you got to do.
you got to do what you got to do in good deed. But when I went there, tough enough. My agent at the time, Roxana Miller, she passed away unfortunately. God rest her soul. She
Mhm.
sent me on a $202 flight ticket, Southwestern Airline, to get in the Tough Enough contest in Venice Beach, coming from Miami.
This was Tough Enough one.
No, this was 2004. think this was the fourth season. Actually, it was the final season before they dropped off, and then they tried to bring it back and so forth. But it was one of the last seasons.
2004, Venice Beach.
2000. Yes, Venice Beach. So I get there on Venice Beach. I go there, brother, man. I'm 40 years of age. Former athlete. It was my football career has ended. I've always, wanted to be this superstar athlete and so forth. But my football career came to an end, and I was doing some commercials, and my agent sent me out. I said, Marty, you should try that. So I said, well, fuck, I'm 40 years of age. So I lied on the application and wrote and sent a video in and said I was 30 and so forth, painted my face and all that stuff, and went there. And when I went there, I went there with my headset on, and I knew I'd lied. I knew I'd had about 2 or 3 days to actually prove myself. So, but within those 2 or 3 days, we're gonna go through these different types of obstacle courses and fitness challenges. So I go there, man. I'm buffed up. I'm in pretty good shape, decent shape, I would say. And so they goes. I said, finally, the third day, they said, Marty, how old are you? I'm like 30. I said, okay, well, fuck. But I had done good on all my fitness trials, challenges, and I'm not crushed it. And and I was actually I had a headset on that didn't work. Okay, so I was just standing there bobbing my head, you know, like I'm listening to music. I ain't listening to shit. Ever said I'm not listening to nothing, But what I'm listening to is in terms of I'm listening to everybody's impression of how I'm standing out and what I can do. So it worked as it was a perfect formula to where I wanted to get my foot in the door. The closest guy to my age was like 28.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, I could be some of these guys' father. So even doing when they went to catering, I decided not to go to catering. I stood out. I went in the middle of the parking lot, and I brought my jump rope and I started jumping rope and doing push-ups and sit-ups and squats. And I'm like, yeah. So now I get up and I look over there under the canopy, and everybody over there under the canopy, they looking over at me. I say, okay, yeah, I got him now. I got him. But I was real. I was needing a job. I went there to get a job. Well, anyway, long story short, they found out I lied, and so you're a great athlete, blah blah blah, this and that and so forth. But we can't stand liars. You get kicked off the show. Well, a lot of the guys that were eliminated on the show. This is what I tell people, man. Don't worry about what people may think of you. If you really believe in yourself and know that you can do it, do it. Do it. As long as you follow those guidelines. Not saying you go lie, as
Right.
I may have did. I told them somewhat a little white lie, but I brought truth to it. In any case, when they were eliminating everybody, they had a bus out there for all the other athletes to get on the bus at Venice and so forth. And they told me to get on the bus, and I said, no, I ain't getting on the fucking bus. I said, everybody on that bus are losers. I said, I ain't no loser. I proved to all you people that I can do this. They said, we don't like liars. I said, well, this whole business is a lie.
Yeah.
Ah, preach.
Okay? I mean, I just showed you I can do this. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now. So, but anyway, I still didn't get on the bus. I didn't get on the bus. I'm on Venice Beach now, remind you, flying up there from Miami. Didn't have a dime of a nickel in my pocket. And I just said, I'll walk back to the hotel or I catch a ride, but I'm not getting on that bus. But when they kicked me off the show, not only did I not get on the bus, I stayed around the perimeter of the show on the beach. Okay. And I had a little early fan base. They said, yeah, you should have won. So I had them doing push-ups. We all down there doing push-ups on the outside while they still filming for the show.
This is awesome.
Yeah, but if I had got on that bus, we wouldn't be having this conversation today. And I took the initiative to stand up for what I believe in because I went there and I performed. You can't deny that.
Right.
Yeah, I lied. Who don't lie? One
Exactly.
person in this world that don't lie. Or
Especially over
hasn't.
something as trivial as your age that was going to disqualify you right off the gate. So
Correct.
you did the right thing. You said you're 30. What was the cutoff? 35?
No, I'm not sure what the cutoff was, but I know for a fact that if I'd have wrote down on my application, job
40.
application, that I'm 40, they would have just threw that shit in the garbage.
They wouldn't even ask you to come to Venice
Wouldn't
Beach.
even ask me to come. Wouldn't even ask me to come. But the I think the invitation came from a friend of mine. He did camera work, and we went on. It was the hurricane season, hurricane watch. It was on Miami Beach. I used to live right there on Miami Beach, right across the street from the beach. And we went on the top of the top of the roof of the building, and it was in Sunny Isles, and we filmed my audition while I was jumping rope and it was raining. You got the ocean in the background, and I didn't say shit. I was just looking into the camera,
Just
and
intense.
yeah, just intent. Didn't say nothing. Jumping rope. Walked over to the camera, walked back, turned back, walked over to the camera, and said, "Vince, I want that job." And that was, you know what I mean. They invited me up. You
I
know.
love it.
And but you know what, Boogie,
What's that?
where did that character? What's the origin of that character that you have, the Boogeyman?
Well,
Is that like voodoo? Is it voodoo or is it some kind of other monster? What is it?
let me tell you something, man. Everybody got a little boogeyman in them. You understand what I'm saying? Because, like I said, once again, it's folklore. And matter of fact, Cat, I done seen you turn into boogeyman.
Oh,
You know,
of
couple.
course he is.
Hey, you saw me when we first worked together. I didn't know you, but
No,
Booker
yeah.
T said, "Would you come in?" And I got a guy here. I want you to do. I worked somebody in the ring. Now, me and somebody else put the guy down. We were stumping the mud hole in his ass, and then your music hit. But
You
before
said,
you came out, I don't know if you remember this. You looked at me and you said, "So, how you gonna sell me?" And I said, "No, I'm gonna sell you."
no, yes, yeah, no. And again, in salute to what we do as far as telling a story is
Yeah,
just, it's like, if you don't sell me, if I don't sell you, if you ain't got nothing to sell, ain't nobody buying it.
Right. It's
You
just
don't sell it,
awkward.
exactly. So I appreciate you, and like I said again, and everybody that I've worked with in the past to help sell that character. I'm just being me, but if that person I'm working with don't sell it, the audience is not gonna get it. So hats off to everyone that I've stepped in that square circle with and worked with.
but
I mean,
it was easy to sell you because I was wondering. I was like, "Why is he asking me how I'm gonna sell?" I was
okay.
like, I said, "Yeah, come on. We didn't practice, didn't do anything." But I'm in the ring stomping the mud hole in the champion for Booker T promotion, and then the music hit. Then out come this monster, man. I mean,
You
this
would,
was my
well,
first time
Ernest,
seeing him.
you are a complete professional, man. You 100% professional. You one of the best in the business. You get it. What we do is tell stories, man. And God bless. Now, although I was in a dark place when I created that character. I'm not
Oh
gonna lie
yeah,
about that. I'm not gonna lie about that. When that character became born, I was I was at OVW, and I had an accident happen where I got my, you know, an accident happened in the ring. So I changed my look, put it in a nutshell. We're not gonna start, naming folks, but that's when that character came to life. But prior to WWE, I did acting and so forth, and I was on the set of Any Given Sunday. And then I got to befriend this gentleman by the name of Rashawn Khan. He was Jamie Foxx's like caterer and security, and he got me into meditating and so forth, meditation. Boom, and this one form of meditation, he would go through a process of lighting a candle, go to a dark place in your room and just shut off all the appliances and so forth in terms of telling you how I created this character. I practiced it in LVW, but remembering how my friend had told me how to, you know, if you want to just create something or see who you are or meditation form. I lit a candle. I went into the bathroom with no windows, cut off all my appliances, and light a candle and put it behind me and let that candle light. And that's the only light in the room. And I'm looking into the mirror. And sometimes I don't call this as a deep practice for anybody, but that's what I saw. That character on the other side of that mirror.
I told you there's some devilish shit you got going on. I told you, Boogie, you got that holy. Somebody need to put some my gimmick of you when you come out. I'm gonna bring my holy water out, and I'm gonna throw that holy water on your
Yeah, cha
ass.
cha 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 cha.
Yeah, cause that's that devil in you. He's a good guy, but that devil, you just said it. That what they call that exorcism. You
No, man.
you conjured up that devil in you to
No,
come up, bro. I told
no.
people your gimmick is real to
Oh my
me.
He said your
gosh.
gimmick is real.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I mean, and it's real in a sense where everybody can identify with it.
yeah.
That's why I say that the boogeyman is in all of us.
And it's got a little Creole in it too, kind of, doesn't it? Doesn't it have a little
Oh,
New Orleans kind of flair to it? Little
a lot of New Orleans flair. Anything that dealing with and sometimes
spirits.
if people think voodoo's bad, but in
The
Haiti,
witch, hey, the witch doctor cured a lot of people in them tribes. When they were
exactly,
Oh,
sick, they went and got the
exactly.
witch doctor, and he
Yes,
got them foul spirits on up out of there.
that's right, brother. I mean,
this so big boogeyman. Let me ask you: did you do any wrestling? And Super Lodge want to know: did you do any wrestling before Tough Enough?
no, that's a negative.
Okay.
Only
So at
wrestling.
that time, you didn't know a wristwatch from a wrist lock.
No, I knew how to fight.
Well, I knew that. Hell, you
Yeah,
from
you know what I
Miami,
mean. I
right?
knew how to fight, but yeah. Then that's one thing. But what I've wrestled with all my life was just waking up in the morning and getting through the day. And that's one of the things that they asked me that with in WWE. Man, I wrestle every day. I wake up, okay, with life, metaphorically.
Right.
Now go through. I'm athletic. Boom. Go ahead and let's go through the skills that I need to learn to become a professional wrestler.
On
They,
your 6 year
they didn't
run,
hire me. They didn't. WWE didn't hire me because I couldn't wrestle. You understand what I'm saying?
right?
Yeah.
Because they
Okay.
could
So
train you to do that.
correct. So, but prior to that, no, I was ready for any challenge that I made. I'm an athlete, man. I'm an athlete. If it takes time for me to learn something, I'll do it. If it takes time for me to become a black belt, I'll do it. Whatever, and never did karate in my life. And to admire what brother Ernest does, I believe that he can identify with me on that in terms of because I had no idea the extensive background he has in football. I
Oh
had
yeah.
no idea, But when he told me, boom, I mean, I can see it because he's an athlete.
Oh, he's definitely that.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? So I approach any situation as that, you know.
He's another
Well,
A word too. I know athlete's one of them. He's
hey,
another A
hey,
word.
Ray, stop trying to outshine the guest,
But
man. Let the guest be the star.
It ain't
yo,
being the
well,
He
star.
he
My
ain't
question
been
is,
you.
Boogie,
yes,
who
sir.
taught you and who trains you how to do the actual wrestling part once they gave you
Wrestling
your
at
deal?
OVW. My first instructor was Lance Storm.
Ooh, good
Lance
one.
Storm was one of the best technicians on, he trained, we do chain wrestling, we did all that. But you wouldn't see Boogeyman, the character, do that
No.
because it didn't apply to that, So me being an athlete, that's when my career was like, ugh. Yeah, it was so frustrating to me because I was instructed as I created this character to not wrestle,
Yeah.
to not put a guy in a headlock, to not do a hip toss, but I did all this in OVW. We doing all we had to do it. You know,
Right.
we know when we in school. But as the character developed, that wasn't called for because once I did that, I would turn into another guy with just paint on his face. You understand what I'm saying? So and Boogeyman is the folklore. It needs to be a monster. You understand what I'm saying? So I hated the fact that when people, that I couldn't show my athletic ability. If there was one particular time when I started getting more comfortable with the ring work, and the character, that I went to the top rope. I went to the top rope for the first time, man. And I'm like, okay, I was all about setting records. I'm gonna fucking set a record. So I put this guy. It was it was it was some local guy, some guy, whatever jobber. But anyway, I put this guy uh, beyond halfway, midway of the ring, beyond halfway and midway of the ring, and this is TV now. Okay, this is TV, and no one's ever saw Boogeyman get to the top rope. But I'm starting to feel more comfortable. That's when I painted my face just all solid red, boom, black ass. So now I want to, I want to be healed, like less hair, no hair on my arms, just a neck piece. Got to the top of the rope, and people was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is he gonna do?" And I practiced just prior to the show how far I can jump and land for the crash passer, but I put it a little bit further than halfway. Not just the art, boom, boom. I knew if I'm jump, I got to jump. Did what I did, put him out there, boom. And when I hear, I come back to the stage. But what I hear after I did it and nailed it, boom, great job. Prior to that, people were saying, like, boom, oh my God, he's finna fuck up. I can't believe it. Nobody's ever seen him do this. He's finna fuck it up. I can't believe it. They were saying this in the fucking gorilla. Okay, because what's this TV? And I'm like,
Oh,
because I was
and who was they? Who was they? Give me some names.
these are some very authoritative people.
I
People
know,
in big
Bruce
positions.
Pritchard.
Yeah.
I know who was at the table too. So
Oh
let's
man.
not.
I mean,
You don't have to say.
but not only the guys in the locker room. I got
Oh
both
yeah,
feedbacks. Guys in the locker room that was watching, because back in the day, where everybody watched everybody match.
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I nailed it. First person came out, Steamboat for Gorilla.
Ooh.
He says, "Fuck Marty, I cannot fucking believe this Boogeyman. They fucking they what they did. These are true words. They fucking doubted you. They didn't know one ever saw you do that, but you fucking nailed it. You fucking nailed it." I was like, "Did you expect me not to?" You know what I mean? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I won't do nothing that I'm not sure of. You understand what I'm saying? Particularly on that level of performance. It's like one take. I'm not gonna do that and get up there and not know what the fuck I'm
On
doing. But
TV,
anyway,
especially at a
on
house show.
TV,
House show's a little different. You can kind of experiment there.
right?
Right. Let Boogie finish talking.
So,
I think
so,
you're doing this because I'm white. But go ahead.
No, I want to hear Boogie tell his story.
but
He's
I
telling
mean,
it.
Big
We're hanging
Daddy
on every word.
Viscera was telling me, man. He said, man, so many people. He said, man, they just thought blah blah blah, this and that and so forth. Not discredit anybody, but no one's never saw me do that. But my point is that I'm an athlete, you know, and for me to be hired to WWE, you got to be you got to have some athleticism, and I've taken my athletic ability to its pinnacle, from football to wrestling. But I've never wrestled. In seventh grade, I went out for the wrestling team, but once I got slammed on my face, when
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go play with some basketball and just play some football, some shit like that. But
What position in football did you play?
I played H back,
Okay.
slot receiver, and arena football. I played fullback and linebacker. You had to go both ways on that, which I played 3 years in arena football, 2 years with the Barnstormers, and no, I'm sorry, 2 years with the Hooters and 1 year with the Barnstormers.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
Awesome.
I went to Cleveland in '86 in the 12th round. I was telling Ernest that, but that
You were there
that
with Ernest Binder and all them.
yeah, but my NFL career was never really fulfilled. Unfortunately, I was released at an early stage, but I went from camp to camp,
Yeah.
from New England to Seattle, Seattle to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Miami, but it never, you know, grew into what I wanted it to be. Yeah.
But
God had another
now,
plan.
but now let me ask you this: who was your favorite match? And then I know you got to go. And I thank you for being on here. I know you didn't feel good, but somebody just asked me, I think it was Super Lord. Who was your favorite match? 'Cause I know you had a match against King Booker, JBL,
You
and,
know,
and you was on the biggest platform of them all, WrestleMania, right?
yes, and and who can never say, I'm like, man, it's like maybe a year and a half after I signed my contract, I'm in, boom, I'm in fucking WrestleMania, and it's like I'm so green, but I mean, I would say Booker T and Charmel were my favorites to work with, although everyone was my favorites to work with, you
My
know.
favorite for you when I was watching it was the way that JBL reacted to
JBL,
you, the
oh,
way he
dude,
sold for you, how
JBL,
scared he was.
JBL. Brother, he sold the shit out of that fucking character. And that's
Yes,
and
he
that's
did.
and Ray, I must say again, I give hats off to everyone that I've worked with because they solidified the character. And I'm not talking, I mean, these guys are boom. I mean, these are faces of the company, selling this character, man. So I owe it all. I mean, it was so fun working with JBL,
It
you
was
know.
so great for me as a fan when you switched over and became sort of like a pseudo babyface. He was never really a babyface, but all those backstage spots and stuff that they used to do and put you in a little of that comedic humor and stuff, dude, you
No,
played it perfectly.
but
Perfectly.
yeah, but I gotta say with Booker T, brother, Booker T and Charmel, man, we laughed so many times. And the thing about being Boogeyman and having that character was that Bench would we go into a segment and he would tell people, instruct people, just feed off Boogeyman. It's like they would have certain lines to say. I wouldn't have a certain line or certain way to answer it. He gave me the creative license and right to do whatever the fuck I felt that Boogeyman would do.
Right.
And so, not many people have that privilege.
Well,
You know,
bro, you was in WrestleMania. I mean, what did that feel like? Just to come
you know,
out in the big
again,
on the big platform. Yeah.
and again, once again, hats off to Booker T. 3 days prior to WrestleMania, we had a house show. Okay, and me and Book, we was working our feud and so forth on the house show, and he went to pull me and throw me into the turnbuckle, and my bicep popped,
Wow.
rolled up into my shoulder. Okay, so at WrestleMania, I don't have no use in my left arm. If you look back at that, I don't have no use in my left arm. There's a black sling on it. And Booker T, being the professional that he is, he posted my hand up on his shoulder and posted himself up into a choke slam and helped kick out because I couldn't kick out. It was my arm was limped, but I was
Wow.
man, yeah, they were gonna try to change the whole card because I had popped my bicep prior. So, but shortly right after WrestleMania, they flew me to Alabama.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not Dr. Andrews.
Dr. Andrews, brother, stitched
Yeah,
me
Yes,
right
that's
back
sir.
a
together. Dr.
hey,
Andrews, yes, the best
hey.
in the nation.
Dr. Andrew did my knee. I was not gonna get my ACL repaired till they sent me to Dr.
Okay.
Andrews.
Hmm.
I went in there to see Dr. Andrew. It was just like seeing a celebrity surgeon. I went
Yes.
in there. He filmed everything. And then people started to tell me this guy done work on everybody.
Everybody, in fact, when we were doing that, we were doing that the therapy and stuff. Drew Brees was there also getting his shoulder worked on. As a matter of fact,
Wow.
I gave Drew Brees a T-shirt to wear underneath his jersey. This is just when he was get this. He was in New Orleans. I'll never forget it, man. Him and Wilkes, the therapist there, the physical, they playing catch right near my head, and I said, "Hey, man, could y'all throw that, do that shit on the other side of the room?" And he said, "Man, you know who that is? That's Drew Brees." I said, "I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about you missing the catch." Okay. Okay.
I
All
ain't worried
right.
about him. I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about you missing the catch. You know what I'm saying?
Eh, eh,
So,
eh,
but no, man. Yeah, Dr. Andrews stitched me up, man. I was not gonna miss out on the moment of every wrestler's dream to be in WrestleMania, and it made a moment. It put a stamp on that character. You know what I mean? It put a stamp on that character. So I was not gonna miss out on that
well,
opportunity.
well, you did a good job, man. Your career been fantastic, man. It's
Yes,
still
man.
going. It's
Yes,
still
sir.
going. But we got one more guy want to say hello to you. See if
Yes,
he
sir.
can say hello. Then we'll let you out of here. Let me get him up here.
Hey,
We
Boogie,
call
what's
this
up,
guy
bro?
What's
Shirtless
up, man? I
Shane.
can hardly see you, man. What's going on?
What's happening, man? How's it going?
Oh man, everything is great, brother. Everything is
Hey,
really good. I need glasses on, man. Who am I
it,
speaking with?
it's all right. This is Shane David, brother.
Say,
You're
Dave,
on.
what's up, baby?
Same old shit, man. Hey, so I got two stories if I could say them real fast. Just
Okay.
back in the day when you first started in WWE, we were like, I was one of the marks that was at the airport in Fort Lauderdale and Miami that would wait for you guys to fly in and out. So you would always sign our shit. And you were like, with like the cat, you were like one of the coolest guys. You would always sign all of our stuff. You were very nice to us. I remember when you first started in WWE, you would be in the airport with the hat, the top hat, right? That's
And
how
a,
you
ve-
would cut.
and a veil.
What?
Right now,
The
now
veil over my face. Yeah,
so
kayfabe.
so the so the first story is like I approached. This isn't the first time I met you, but like you came down to baggage, and I went up to you and I said, "Hey, what's up, Marty?" And you're like, "Dude, do me a favor. Don't call me Marty. Call me Boogie." And I was so tired from like I got very little sleep, and you had just told me that, and I said, "Okay, Marty," and you looked at me like you wanted to just like knock the shit out of me,
Punch
and
your
I
white
said,
ass in the face.
yeah, yeah. I said, oh shit, man. I said, no, I'm sorry, man. I said I got very little sleep, and you just laughed about it. But anyway, then you signed all my shit, and then another time at Tampa Airport, you were flying out, and you had that like stocking that veil on your face, and so you took care of us. You were talking to us, whatever. One of the people that was working at Tampa Airport, one of the attendants, she was totally freaked out that you had your face covered like that, and we had to go explain to her and say, no, no, look, lady, he's a wrestler, and we explained the whole thing, and then she kind of got it, but she thought she got like all freaked out, like thinking like
Well,
whatever, you're gonna do something crazy or some shit,
well,
but
that veil, and that's when, I mean, I wish kayfabe would come back to
Me
the whole
too.
wrestling industry, man, because once you know the trick is no longer magic,
yeah,
people want to know more of what they don't know, and that veil was a little different than wearing a mask because the
yeah,
veil was just a blank black, just over my face.
right,
No eyes, no nothing, no mouthpiece or
yeah,
whatever. It's just like, so I remember going on. I wore it because I wore it religiously because I believed in kayfabe.
yeah,
And Chris Benoit, every time I would go through whatever the security, he would always be the one out waiting for me. God rest his soul.
yeah,
Everybody used to go and he said, "Big, I'm gonna wait for you, man." And say because he respected the fact that I would go through the extent of wearing that veil. And it
yeah,
wasn't a mask. It was like I would say a veil, but I had it tight around my neck. I
yeah,
mean, just all smooth,
yep,
just crazy. But yeah, he would always be out there waiting on me. No
yeah,
matter what. I go through security. And so, but you can't do that now. That's for damn sure.
No. Where Boogie D Chumps really like you, man. And got so many questions
Chumps.
for you, but I'm not gonna take up all your time. Big Ray, you got anything you want to say to your boy?
I just want to
He
say
was
thank
happy.
you.
He
Just
was
thank
happy
you for
when you were
coming on the
coming
Cat's
on.
Corner. You're probably going to get our views up to at least 7 or 8, and that'll help us a lot. We're trying to get to double digits, trying to get to 10 people live on this thing, but we trying real hard after a year and a half. We just keep plugging away, Marty.
Brother, I'm sorry I can only do 7 or 8, man. I didn't even know I can do that many.
Man, you got us up there, brother, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Me and Ernest been married now for 20 years, and it's just been hard. It's been hard on us.
Well, I've always asked Ernest.
Not hard on
bring you
me.
your show. I always ask Ernest, hey man, when I'm gonna get on your show, brother?
Yeah. Well, you lying, Big Boogie. You lying, Big Boogie. I would have put you on that same day. You
We
lie.
appreciate you coming on, brother. I hope you feel better.
I appreciate you too, man. Thank you so much. I
All right,
appreciate
God
Boogie.
bless you, man. God bless you.
What
God
about
take
you,
care,
Big
bro.
Shane? What about you, Big Shane? Anything you want to say before the boogeyman leave you?
Yeah, bro. Happy Thanksgiving, man. And
yes. Right back
it's
to you all. Happy Thanksgiving to
Happy
you.
yeah, man.
Hey.
And no, you're a good dude, bro. Like I see like your videos at the conventions, the way that like you interact with like the little kids and stuff.
Yes,
And like
yes.
they love you, bro. So like you're a good
Kids
guy.
love him.
I
You're a
love
good
them
guy.
too, man. Right back at you. And you're right back at you. I appreciate you saying that, brother.
Yeah,
God
bro.
bless.
Really good guy.
All right, Boogie. Listen, Boogie, you'll be at WrestleCade coming up.
No, Winston-Salem, I don't believe so. No.
Oh man. Well,
That's
I was
next
looking
week,
forward
right?
to seeing. Yeah, this weekend.
This weekend,
week.
yeah. Today's Monday. You got plenty of time to make your travel arrangements.
Yeah.
No. It's all good, man.
All right, then, brother. It was good having you, Boogie. Thank you, man, for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Have a great
Anytime,
holiday.
anytime.
You
And
too, Boogie.
don't eat too much turkey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gobble till you wobble.
All right, brother.
All right, brother. God bless you guys. Thank you so
Take it
much.
easy.
Okay.
You too, man.
See you.
Hey, Big Ray.
Yeah. You know Big Shirtless Shane's still on here, right?
Yeah.
All
Then
right.
you want shirtless Shane on his Shane? Did you get any good information from the boogeyman?
Man, that guy is like one of the nicest guys. I haven't seen him in years, probably as long as I haven't seen you in person, and it's been a
Well,
while.
you don't need to see me in person,
See
No, I
him
do because I
every,
need to.
every Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday.
especially
right here on
with
Cat's Corner
with your shirt off.
No,
Yeah,
I
man.
definitely need to see you in person because I still have a stack of shit I need you to sign, bro. Like I got
Yeah,
all these
you're right.
photos. Yeah. So I got all these blank photos. I need you to sign them.
Hey,
You know?
you guys see this video that is going around on the website, on the Instagram, social media? You remember Dr. Death?
Dr. David Schultz, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You remember he was doing him and Hulk Hogan had something going on, and they was in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And Mean Gene was interviewing him. And this guy was so funny. I did not know he was that funny. He was like, listen.
Them transvestites.
Yeah, he was like, man, listen here. I'm in San Francisco, and I went downtown looking for a woman. But I couldn't find a woman. But I found a couple of men that looked like women. And Mean Gene just started laughing. Okay, this is your kind of town. Man, that was so funny. Oh, that was so funny.
I gotta find that.
Man. Mean Gene could not hold it. He just let it go. He started laughing so
that
hard.
That was an outtake. That was one of his outtakes because Dr. D was tough, boy.
But you know, I was talking to Big Ray. We were talking about some of the backstage stuff, and there was a video out with me and Shane Douglas, Miss Jones, and I forgot who Shane Douglas valet was at that time. I don't know who it was.
It wasn't.
Was it WCW?
Yeah, it was in WCW.
It was in WCW.
And it was when Mark Madden was there.
It was a comment.
So Mark was so mean to people on the mic that some of the guys and the people in the back didn't like Mark. because he would say some things. To me, it was just all part
Yeah.
of wrestling. But he came from a football background commentating.
Yeah,
And when he
a
came
and
to,
talk show radio, right? Talk
yeah,
radio.
talk show radio. So all they did was just talk, put people down. So some of the stuff, even though it was made up, even it was real nasty. So a lot of people didn't like the crowd. A lot of people didn't like Mark Madden. So
That-
Shane Douglas and I were working a match, and it was going to be Stevie Ray, Mark Madden, and Tony Schiavone at the commentary. So Shane and I was like, man, I need to get my hands on Mark Madden. He said, what you going to do? I was like, I don't know. Let's just come up with something. So he said, okay, you throw me outside the ring. I'll go on top of the table. We need to cut you off. So how can I cut you off? This Shane Douglas talking. I tell you what, I'm going to throw you on the table instead of going after you. I'm going to go after Mark Madden. So I threw Shane Douglas on. Shane Douglas came on, went after Mark Madden. I started choking Mark, and Stevie Ray was at the sideline. They knew nothing about this. I've never heard Stevie laugh so hard. Never seen Stevie laugh so hard in the world because he knew just how the whole crowd popped.
Right.
It's the video. I mean,
When you
we might
finally
put the
got your
video.
hands around that fat neck of his, dude, the crowd went crazy.
They went crazy, and they were crazy the whole time. But you know, stuff like that, man, when you get a little inside story, there was something for the boys. It wasn't for anybody on TV. It was just something for the guys in the back to make them laugh. Because everybody hated Mark, and I took the opportunity to get my hands on him. And it was fun. It was fun.
And that is the little bit of tea that the cat has decided to spill today. But we got more tea, but it'll be next week. We're going to wait until he gets back from Winston-Salem and get the holidays behind us, and then he'll spill more tea.
Well, go out there and watch AEW, right? Right,
That's
Shane?
right.
Right
That's
now, it's
right.
on. It's Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Yeah, we got Wednesday night. Wednesday night.
Yeah. So
tonight is AEW.
So
CBS.
tonight is a big night too, Ray, right? With
Correct.
WWE.
Yeah.
And you looking forward to seeing what?
I'm ready to see. Well, as soon as I get done, I'm going out and fire it up and listen to what the big dog, the tribal chief's got to say.
So you-
I'll tell you who liked Mark Madden, bro, is that jobber Mark, Jackie John Johnson. That Mark loved Mark Madden.
Well, Mark,
Who is Jackie John Johnson?
Rest in peace. That's
one
one
of
of
my
our old boys.
he was the first kid I met in that group when I went to Florida. Those guys used to
with us.
No, he passed away, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
God rest his
yeah.
soul.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, Big Ray, let's get off here. We've been on here too long.
It's been a little over an hour. We appreciate it, everybody, for tuning in tonight on the Cat's Corner podcast.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope it's a good one. And
you too.
Yeah,
Shane.
man. And yep. Whenever you need me on to come on and say whatever, I'm on. So
all right. Somebody call my mama.
He's gone. All right, Big Ray.
Man, have a happy Thanksgiving, Ernest.
Same to you, Big Ray.
Miss Kalita's probably gonna have the grandbabies and stuff over.
No, we'll be down in North Carolina. We leaving Thursday. We eat here, have a meal, then go fly North Carolina.
Okay, so she coming with you?
Yeah. We going to North Carolina, and she gonna be at the show with me, fourth rope. So, hey, if you down in North Carolina, Rossicade, come by see the cat.
They're there. They will come by. They'll come in groves, baby.
Okay,
well,
Big
Ray. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on the Cat's Corner podcast. Until then, peace.